Greetings, people. Today it's a very sad day because we have a very sad testimony. My brother here was serving his sentence in prison, and during his tenure, he found Christ. He got born again, and he started doing things of God. Fast forward, he was released, and he reunited with his wife of 17 years. He joined a specific ministry under the prophetic banner, being led by a so called prophet Nimrod. Fast forward, he introduced his wife to this prophet. 2 months ago, the prophet took advantage of his wife after he had gone for some work. Without wasting your time, let me introduce him so that you can hear the full story and how sad it is and how heartbreaking it is. My brother Lucky, thank you so much for coming through. And would you care to introduce yourself so that people that are listening can have an idea of who is on the line with me?
Yes. Thank you, brother. My name is Lucky Sitole, and I'm from Mamelodi. I'm an ordained apostle. Yes. I called Prof X because I have a problem with one of my spiritual fathers, which I met in prison. Actually, I met him while I was in prison. Actually, my story is this guy, I met him around 2018.
Yes, my brother. Sorry for me to cut you there. I want you to first start at a very later stage and we'll go back to how you met later. When did you realize that your wife was raped by this prophet who is your spiritual father?
Okay, that's when I was in Nelspruit. I was doing construction there. Actually, I was working for this prophet who calls himself Prophet Darlington Nimrod Kwesu. He sent me there in Nelspruit around May to work there. I left my wife behind. I went and worked there. Then I took about 1 month there in Nelspruit. Then he called me while I was in Nelspruit. He told me, Brother Lucky, can your wife come this side in Santen to come and babysit for us, me and my wife, because we are going somewhere. So I agreed. I said, if my wife is okay with it, then she can come. But she can come with the children because there's no one to take care of the children and we are staying on the place there. So he called my wife. His wife called my wife. And my wife agreed. She went there on the 2nd of June. When she go there, she came back on the 4th of June or on the 6th of June, if I'm sure. Then after 1 month, I came back home. My wife never told me anything, but I could see that she's tense. She was not the way I know her. She was not trusting me anymore, and she wanted nothing to do with church. When it was Sunday, I told her, let us go to church, or are you not preparing for church? She was not happy about it. She didn't want us to go to church until the guy called me again the last month. I think it's last month of this month. He said, I would like you to go back again in Nelspruit to take care of our property there because there are rumors that there are some people who are trying to vandalize or who are vandalizing our properties that side. Because he's my spiritual father, I had to agree with his statement or with what he told me. I went there. My wife was not happy about it. She never told me anything or what happened on the 2nd of June. I went there again. When I got there, after 2 weeks while I was in Nelspruit, my prophet, Prophet Darlington Nimrod Kwesu, he called me and he told me that, Brother Lucky, can your wife come also this side so that we can give her some clothes. There are some clothes which my wife, your mom, which she does not want them anymore. Can she come this side so that she can get those clothes and also some money for food? Since we know that we haven't paid you anything of last month and also of this month. I agreed. I said, okay, if she can come, then tell her to come that side. But by the time I was after talking to him, my wife called me. She told me that Prophet Nimrod called her and he requested her to come that side. And what did I say about it? I told her that, what do you mean? What did I say? I agreed that you should go there if is that what you are asking me about. Go and work. If it is work, or if they want to give you something, go. They will give you something. We are serving the Lord now. What is wrong with you with this thing of you that is antichrist? You see. So my wife, she said, no, I would not go there. I said, okay, if you don't want to go there, tell me the reason why you don't want to go there. He says, okay, if this man wants to give me money for food this side, tell him to give me the money that he was going to send for us to go there in Santen, and tell him to send us also that one that he was going to give us when we get there. So I said, okay, that is fine. I will tell him. It will actually you are actually not causing trouble for him. So before I could even call him, I was busy there on the construction site. My younger brother called me. He told me that your wife has something that she wants to say to you. I was alarmed by that. I thought maybe she was separating with me or something. And I told my brother, okay, fine. I give her the phone. Are you with her? Because you are far from her. My brother lives in Mabopani. My wife stays in Mamelodi. So he says, no, she's on the call. She wants to tell you something, but she can't tell you something. She can't tell you directly. So she called me and she told me, she says, I must tell you, but I want her to tell you directly. And I called my wife by the name there, and she responded. I asked her, what is the problem? She told me, there's something I want to tell you, but I think you won't believe me. And I don't know how to put this. And I'm scared if I tell you this, I might not see tomorrow. Because of that, I told her, no one will touch you and nothing that will happen to you. If you cheated on me, it's fine. Just tell me, then we'll find a way. She said, no, I didn't cheat on you. I want to tell you that your prophet told me that I must come that side. But the reason that I refuse to go that side, it's because on the 2nd of June, when I went to that site, at first, I went with my children there. You remember? I said, yes. He says, when we arrived there, I knew that mom will be there. Prophet's wife will be there, but she was not there on my arrival. It was only him and his daughter and his son, younger son. Then it was time now. I was taking care of the baby there. He told me that mom will come. So at night, before we could go to bed, I bathed the kids and I also went to the shower. While I was in the shower, your prophet came inside the shower where I was wearing a gown. It was blue. Was it blue, baby? Yes, it was a blue gown that he went inside the shower with. I was alarmed with it. I was trying to hide myself and I asked him, or he thought I was not in the shower. Then I told him, no, Daddy, there's someone in the shower. Then the guy said, no, according to my wife's statement. The guy said, no, don't be afraid. I am here. It's me. He fooled himself. Okay, he what? Okay, yes. He manipulated my wife by mentioning some of my confessions that I've made to him, because he's my spiritual father. If I have a problem with my wife in my house, I would go to him, or I would call him, I would tell him. Then he used all of those things. He told my wife everything that I've been telling him. Then he threatened to to make my wife crazy if she doesn't sleep with him, because if my wife wants this guy to pay me better money, and if we want to see our life being in a better place, my wife must sleep with him. So my wife refused. According to her, she says she refused. And the guy said, if you are refusing, you know the things that I'm capable of. I'm the one who took your husband out of prison. And you know that if you're refusing to me the things that I'm capable of doing, that is where this guy forced himself into my wife. Now, she was terrified. I understand that one as her husband. I always, when I talk about this man to my wife, I tell her how powerful this man is and the things that this man is capable of doing. You see, so my wife, I know that she was afraid. I do know that she was afraid. You see, God. Oh no. Now, this guy, he did that. She told me that he did that
in the shower.
In the shower, while my children were my wife told me my children were in the dining room watching TV. But when I came back here, I asked my daughter. My daughter told me that no, Papa told us to go in the balcony to play with the toddler in the balcony. And then we didn't see anything. But when I came back every time, I found mom in bed while she was crying. But when I asked her why were you crying, she told me that I missed Daddy. You see, so it happened. I think like 3 days. Then she came back this side.
Sorry, brother. You said it happened for 3 days.
Yeah, it happened for 3 days while she was there.
Okay, the first time, you mean these 3 days she was constantly being abused in all these 3 days. He was forcing himself on her.
Yes, and what surprises me is that why is my spiritual mother, why was she not coming back home? Because the toddler was there, her daughter was there. Her daughter is she's young, I think like 7 months or 8 months there. Why was she not coming back? Why was she not coming back? Maybe my wife could have spoken to her, because my wife doesn't even know her like that. But she's the one who invited my wife there. So every time.
The woman, sorry, my brother, you are saying your spiritual mother, who happens to be the wife of this prophet, is the one who invited your wife to come to the house.
That's her WhatsApp that invited my wife to come there, because I have the evidence that she's the one who invited my wife to come that side, because they wanted my wife to babysit the toddler, because the two of them, they were flying to Cape Town. But all of a sudden, my wife, when she arrived there, she found the prophet with the toddler and the young boy there. The wife was not there. And all these 3 days, she didn't come back, you see. Now, when it took 3 days, every night I would call them. I would call them every night. I would ask her, how is it there? How you guys are doing? She would just tell me, we are fine this side. The kids, I would ask her, where are the kids? She told me they are sleeping. Okay, no problem then.
My brother,
Let me just go.
sorry to ask you these explicit questions, but they are very relevant to the conversation. You said the
Just do.
first time it was in the shower,
It was in the shower the first time, according to her.
and the other two times when they were, and when did it happen?
The other two times, the second time, baby. Okay, she's saying the second time it happened in the bedroom.
In the prophet's
It
bedroom.
Whose bedroom? Okay, the time you were going for the time. Yeah, in the prophet's bedroom. In the prophet's bedroom, because now she was looking for the nappies, the pampers for the toddler. Then that's when she went to the. He told her they are in the bedroom. Then he followed her again inside the bedroom. That's where it happened again, the second time, right?
And the third time?
The third time, where was the children there? Where? Where they were sleeping where? And then where was he? While my kids were there. Man, are you serious? God, yes. Hey, my man.
I'm sorry, my
what?
brother. I'm sorry. Don't. I understand what you're feeling right now.
No. This. Uh, the third one, it happened inside the bedroom where they were a guest, or the bedroom which they were served. My kids were there, were sleeping, where they were sleeping, and he's just like sneaking inside that room. And now, remember that this is the statement that she's telling me. But this one, it actually surprises me somehow, because, okay, fine. And now I ask her, why didn't you tell me when I came back? She says, I was afraid. This man gave me this bottle, told me that this bottle can do anything that he wants or that she wants. I don't know about that story. I never took it to my head, that one. But she told me that she was afraid of this man.
She got a bottle after everything.
Yeah, there's anointing oil here in my house, which she came back with it there.
What is written? What is written on the anointing oil?
No, nothing is written on the anointing oil. It was just poured inside a perfume bottle.
Did she use it? Did she use it?
Oh, she didn't use it, but I used it when it.
You used it.
I used it when I came back. I used it because it's my spiritual father's anointing oil. See, I used it. I was praying with it every night when I pray.
Please send me a picture of it after this call, or a video when we are done with this call.
Yes, I will do that. I will do that.
And in all these times, 3 times he was violating your wife. Was he even using protection?
No, it was not. It was not using protection. It was not.
After your wife told you about this, did you confront him?
Yes, after she told me, I told my wife that, okay, fine, let me contact mom. I was meaning his prophet's wife. I contacted her on the 14th of this month of August.
Okay, this whole thing happens in June. It happened in June, right? On the 2nd of June, if I'm correct, right?
On the 2nd, yes, on the 2nd of June.
So 2nd, 3rd, 4th to the 5th, she was still there. That's when she left after the 4th or the 5th.
Or the 6th. She said she left on the 6th.
Or on the 6th.
Yes.
So this thing is still fresh. It's still new.
It's still new, but it was not supposed to be like this. It was not. It should have been reported tomorrow, immediately after it happened. You see.
Yeah, but you know, you can't really blame her at this stage, because You had also instilled fear in her. You had spoken a lot of things about this man to her, told her that this man is dangerous, this man is powerful. So she was under panic, and she was also afraid that maybe some of the powers that you told her about your so-called spiritual fathers were real, and she did not know what to do. She has a now she's having a delayed reaction. It took her these 2 months to realize that she was violated and she was raped by this man, and she's probably only starting to make sense of everything at this point. But when it was happening, and soon after it happened, she still couldn't believe it. She was still in shock. So please, man, just pardon her for not taking action, immediately or soon after the whole incident. She was still under that shock and that fear that this is an anointed man, this is a true servant of God. Maybe whatever that is doing with me, it's a favor. It's for my family.
Yeah.
So when you heard about this, did you open a case? Did you go and open a case at the police of rape?
Yeah. Immediately after I heard about this, I called the wife of this guy,
Mhm.
and she was like crying. She cried. She said like, no, no, that cannot happen. How can he do that? He did it the first time. And Apostle who from Dubai, he told me to forgive him. And now, what am I going to do? You are my spiritual son. That is his spiritual. You know those things. And now she said, don't tell him that you called me. Let's just pretend. What? I was having faith in her that no, this woman, she's a woman of God. She doesn't, and now I called this guy. He was alarmed about it. He said, no, there's no way that I can do that to your wife. You know what? Can we make a day where me and you, we can sit down and talk, but I need to talk to you after at least 3 days or 4 days when you are down. I don't want to talk to you while you are like this. I said, okay, no problem. I'm coming back that side. But immediately, my wife, she ran away that day from Mamelodi. She came to where I was in Nelspruit. Then the following day, I think it's the following day or the other following day, we came back this side. I've been trying to meet with this guy. He's been running, sending me message, sending my wife messages. How could you do something like this? You are the person who knows that I can't do this to a woman. Wallace, my wife doesn't know this man. I'm the guy who knows this man. And now, finally, I went to meet this guy on the 27th of August in a hotel right here in Pretoria. What is the name of the hotel? Southern Sun Hotel. I went there and met him there. I was with my wife, but I took my wife. I told her to sit on that other chair while I sit with this guy. I want to hear what he will say to me, because I didn't believe my wife also. I didn't believe. Why would she just come up with this story? This is why I wanted to hear this man before I could do all these things. And this man, he surprised me. When I was speaking with him, I greeted him. Then he told me, you know what, Brother Lucky? He called me with my Christian name, and he told me that, God has been showing me something, that your wife's name starts. There's a woman who is your wife, not this one. Your wife, her name has 5 alphabets, and you will find that wife as we go on this ministry. Before he could say anything, this is the thing that he told me. That's what made me to suspect that this guy is actually trying to drive me away from my wife. And there's something that he's doing. He says, there's a project that I'm heading on, the project of 2 billion. He said, even send it on my WhatsApp here. So I put your name there because you are my number one. You are the only person I can trust. Even my wife, she was surprised. Why am I trusting you? Why am I trusting you more than my sons and my brothers? You see, before he could explain to me the problem that I came with there, then I stopped him right there. I said, okay, wait. I know all those things that you are saying. It's fine. Can you tell me, did you sleep with my wife or did you not sleep with her? When he responded me, he told me that the devil is using your wife for me and you to be separate, because there is a ministry ahead of you which is very powerful, and this is why I told you that this is not your wife. There's another wife of you who is coming. This one, she's working, she has, she has everything, and she's tired of all these things. I asked him the question, did you sleep with my wife or not? He says, no, I didn't sleep with my wife. I told him, okay. So my wife told me that when you sleep with her, you will pay me all the money that you owe me. You will even pay me better. Since you never paid me, can you pay me now? He says, no, we are still having the problem with the payments, but I'm going to make sure that on Friday, meaning this past Friday, on Saturday, meaning this past Saturday, we are going to send you 7,000 in your account, and the other 7 we are going to send it the following week. I'm like, okay. I was doing this to test if really you promised my wife that you want to sleep with her, you see, to pay me better. So
Wait a minute. So when he was manipulating your wife, he told her that if she agrees to sleep with him, he was going to raise your salary. He was going to increase your salary.
He told her that after he slept with her, that Barney, I am going to pay your husband a better money. You are going to stay in a better place, have cars and everything. Don't worry, these are the things which are going to happen. Yes. That was that? Oh, she says that was okay, pardon. She says that was the time when he called her the second time.
Yeah, this is bad. So my question was, did you open a case of rape for this man?
I did open the case 2 days back. I did open the case, but I've been struggling to go to Randbeck police station there. So I went to Central police station, and immediately after meeting this guy, they refused to open the case there. They told me I should go to Randbeck directly, and I just gave my wife what we had. I said, okay, you go there to Randbeck, because we can't just let this go for nothing, because this guy was even crying there, telling me, forgive me. There's a message there here in my phone that says, Brother Philip, Brother Lucky, we can't separate because of a mistake that has happened. You understand? So
can you send me that message as well, please?
I've already sent it to your WhatsApp.
Okay. He was saying we cannot separate because of a mistake. How do you call rape a mistake? You raped my wife and you are telling me that it's a mistake. This man, you know what this man want me to return to prison. I'm telling you. No, don't react, my brother. Don't react. There's a life out of this whole thing. Don't think otherwise. Don't think otherwise, please. You still have a family to look after, and you still have your wife to look after. Be glad that your wife was confident enough to tell you about her experience with this man. You have probably been saved from something that is greater than what already happened. But we are going to do a follow-up with this case and make sure that the case is properly opened. Men like this should be behind bars. They are a threat to the society, and they should never be allowed to walk scot-free. Will I be able to talk with your wife in the next video so that she can maybe narrate her own experience?
Yes, you can. You can talk to her. You can talk to her anytime, but her English is not influenced.
Oh, she's not very influential in English. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, let me just see the details that you have. I'll see how we can get along. But can we do it early in the morning tomorrow?
Early in the morning, what time?
Nah, let's just say around 11, 12. That's my early in the morning.
Yeah, it's fine, because I take sleeping pills. I don't know whether I'll be up by that time.
No, it doesn't matter. Time is not really a problem. We can even still do it any other time when you're up. I'm very flexible tomorrow. I don't have much to do.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, I'll go through the things that you have sent me so long as well, and we'll compile them and see what steps we can take as well to make sure that this case moves forward. This is a solid rape case, and it must never be swept under the carpet. This man must be brought to book, and he will definitely be brought to book for what he has done and for all the atrocities he has brought to you. And please stop calling him your spiritual father and stop addressing him as your spiritual father.
I don't have that thing anymore. I don't have my only spiritual father is God and these people.
Exactly. Keep it that way. But my brother, do not be discouraged. Please be strong for your family. You get over this. This too shall pass.
I'm trying. You see. I've sent you too many messages because I'm dying and I'm alone. No one is helping me. I'm going to cops this side, my family. No one is helping me. I feel like just take my life. You understand?
No
one is helping me.
Don't worry, we'll get through this together.
I could do anything, anytime.
Okay, my brother, we'll go through this whole thing together. Your wife will get justice. You'll get justice. And we'll see to it that justice is served. This is South Africa. He will not get out of this one. He will be held accountable. And all the damages he has brought to you and your family, you will have to compensate regardless. So it is well, my brother. We'll continue this conversation. I'll go through the stuff that you have sent me so long.
No, thank you. God bless you, my man.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Have a good night.